Hey there, fellow developers. Today we're going to create a stunning menu hover effect that'll add a dynamic, glowing feel to your website. Imagine your website's menu buttons lighting up as users hover over them. Pretty awesome, right? It's like your website is saying, hey, look at me. Whether you're working on a portfolio site or just want to give your menu a fresh look, this effect is a great addition. The best part? No JavaScript, just pure HTML and CSS magic. We'll style the menu with slick CSS properties like custom colors, hover animations, and text transformations to make it pop. So grab your coding hat and let's dive in. And hey, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Don't worry, it won't bite. Ready? Let's get started. Let's jump right into the HTML. We begin by creating a simple unordered list with UL. This list will hold our menu items. Inside the UL, we have multiple LI elements, each representing a menu item. For each LI, we add an inline style attribute to define a custom color for the hover effect. Inside each list item, we add an anchor tag A to create the clickable menu link. We also include a data text attribute, which shows the hover text effect. Each A tag is wrapped with a specific color, like CLR for the home menu item, and similarly for others. This color will be used for the text highlight and glowing effect when hovered over. We keep the HTML structure simple because, let's face it, nobody has time for extra complexity. Now let's dive into the CSS. First, we set a global style for the entire page. We use the asterisk selector to reset margin and padding to 0 and set box sizing to border box for easier layout handling. We also specify the font family to Poppins for a clean, modern look because, let's be real, who doesn't love a good Poppins? Next, we style the body with a flex layout, centering the content both horizontally and vertically. We set a min height of 100 viewport heights to ensure the content takes up the entire viewport because, hey, we don't want any of that extra space lurking around. For the background, we use a sleek, modern color like a digital chic. Now we style the unordered list with the UL selector. We set position to relative for accurate positioning, display it as flex to arrange items vertically, and use flex direction with nth child to stack them. We set a gap of 30 pixels to space the items evenly, kind of like giving your items a little breathing room. Moving on, we target the list items inside the unordered list with the ULLI selector. We set position to relative so we can position elements inside each item and remove the default list style with list style none, because no one likes those pesky bullets, right? Now, let's style the menu links. We add a selector for ULLIA, styling the anchor tags inside the list items. We set position to relative for later use of the pseudo element, font size to 3em to make the text larger, because bigger is better, right? We remove text decoration, set the text color to our custom color, and add letter spacing of 0.25em for readability. Line height is set to 1em for better text alignment, and we use text transform to capitalize for that neat, polished look. Next, we target the before pseudo element with ULLIA before, which will display the hover text effect. We use content to display the data text attribute from HTML. We position it absolutely to align relative to the anchor tag, set the text color to var for the hover effect, and initially set width to 0, hiding it. We add a border right of 6 pixels solid with var-CLR and a transition of 1 second for a smooth animation, like watching a magic trick unfold. Pause here. Take a moment to absorb that CSS. Are you with me so far? Is your brain feeling the CSS magic? If it's getting tricky, hit that pause button and leave me a comment with your thoughts or questions. I promise I'll get back to you faster than you can say pseudo element. Now, let's style the hover state with ULLIA hover before. When the user hovers over the link, we set the width to 100% to reveal the text and add a glowing effect with a drop shadow filter using var-CLR for the shadow color. That's the CSS. Now we have a dynamic hover effect that changes color and creates a glowing text effect to catch the user's eye. No JavaScript needed, just pure HTML and CSS. And that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and learned a fun new technique to level up your web designs. If you liked this, give the video a thumbs up and hit subscribe for more tutorials like this one. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I'd love to hear what you think about the hover effect. Until next time, happy coding. And remember, just like this effect, your coding skills are glowing.